What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We're back on the Desolation map. And today we're going to be working on the Strand exterior. The Strand is coming along fast and furious, and I want to build it up because we're going to get this thing done fast. We got people working inside, doing shops. I'm going to be working on the outside today. Stale Raisin and Cole are here with me working away. Now, today's Monday. So that means creative question of the week time. And today's creative question of the week is by far the best question I've ever been asked. So I want to jump right into it. This question was brought to us by Ian Walker. And he asks, Bean, do you think the school community is part of the reason why kids aren't creative? Thank you, Ian Walker, for your question. This is the best question I've ever been asked for creative questions of the week, and I'm excited to get into it. Let's go. Okay. Now, to answer this question, we first have to understand how the human brain works. There's two sides to the human brain. There's the left brain, and then there's the right brain. The left brain is concerned with facts, with math, with language, with tangible things that you can see, hear, and feel, with the senses that connect you to this world. That is your left brain. Your right brain is the opposite. It's your creativity, it's your imagination, it's your dream world. It's a part of your brain that connects you to whatever else is out there that we can't see or understand yet. Okay? So there's two definite sides to your brain. And now to be a balanced human being, you need to have both of those sides of your brain unlocked equally. You have to be using both your left brain and your right brain to solve problems. Because if you're dominant on either one, you're gonna be just lost. You know, you need both of them to have balance. Now, the school system, it starts you off in kindergarten. And in kindergarten, you know, you play some games, you do some finger paints, they teach you art. Right? You remember kindergarten, guys? I vaguely remember, and I remember, you know, being taught songs. You know, they're teaching you to use your right side of your brain, your creative part of your brain. And then what happens when first grade comes along? All of a sudden, first grade comes along, and you're learning language, you're learning math, you're learning reading, writing. The arts are gone. The arts are just completely gone. And what they teach you, starting from first grade all the way until you're done with college, maybe in college they unlock the right brain a little bit, but until you're done with college, the school is teaching you only how to use the left side of your brain. They're teaching you all these things that you have to know, you have to learn, you have to memorize. They're teaching you how to do math. They're teaching you how to read and write. And basically all they're teaching you are rules. Right? They're teaching you rules that you must now live by. They're teaching you science. They're teaching you logic. This goes to this, so that means this must be true, right? That is the left side of the brain. Now, what don't they teach you in school? They don't teach you how to imagine. They don't teach you how to create. They don't teach you how to think independently. They don't teach you how to think. Think about that, guys. They give you all these rules and regulations, and they put you in this box, okay? They start you young. From the very first day of school, basically, they teach you not to question. They teach you that this, and this is reality, and do not question it. Because if you question it, you'll be sent to the principal, okay? Basically, right? That's what our schools are. They're developing a society. They're trying to start you young. They're trying to program your brain from the very beginning to be unquestioning, to follow rules, to follow regulations. They don't want you to start thinking for yourself, so they don't teach you how to think for yourself. They don't want you to ask questions that don't pertain to the rules. They want you to focus on the rules and the rules only, because the rules are the only things that matter in school. Okay? Now, you may have an art class thrown in here and there, or a music class, but they're teaching you more rules. They're not teaching you to use your right side of your brain in new ways. They're teaching you to use your right side of your brain in a left-sided way. Okay, guys? It's called the reptilian brain, the left side of your brain, and it's called that because it's very unevolved. It controls your fight or flight. If you didn't have the left side of your brain, you'd probably be dead right now. It controls things like the desire to eat food. It controls things like your fight or flight. You know, if you're in a bad situation and it'll make you leave or fight. You know what I mean? So it's necessary for your survival. But if that's the only side of your brain you're using, you're not analytical. You're not thinking clearly, because you're stuck in a box of other people's rules. So we have a society. Once you leave school and you join society, school teaches you how to get a job, how to maintain a job, and how to do a job. Basically, you need the left side of your brain to get a job that will get you money so that you can live your life, right? Guys, let's think about this for a second. When you go to work and you work there for 50 years and you're always thinking about the future, how to improve your future, how to make more money so that you'd be happier in the future, right? I gotta make more money so I have a nicer house, so I have a nicer car, and on and on and on. Guys, you're preparing, basically what you're doing is you're preparing the scene for your deathbed. Hoarding this money, trying to get this nice house and this nice wife and this nice car, with these nice kids who are going to be by your side and not going to be questioning anything because they're going to be part of the machine too. Basically, you're setting yourself up, you're living your life so that you can have a nice death scene on your deathbed. That's not what life is about, guys. Life is about expanding your consciousness, becoming aware of the things that they didn't tell you as a child. They never told you. They never will tell you. Because if they told you these things, you start thinking for yourself. You start becoming a person who lives outside the box. Who starts questioning things. Okay? I want you to imagine something for a second, guys. Close your eyes here. Imagine a world where humans, all of us, were equal. 100% equal. I mean, I don't just mean idealistically, I mean financially. We all had the same. We're all the same. We're all viewed as the same. There's no race boundaries. There's no nationality boundaries. We're all just people, right? Imagine a world like that. Now imagine there was corruption in this world, and a certain few people wanted to gain more than another person has. You know what I mean? Greed. You want more than the other person. Now, how would you go about, taking control? How would you gain control? If there was boundless, limitless potential for everyone, how would you convince them that you're better than them? How would you do it? You would have to create the idea of finite. Finite means there's only a certain amount of things. If you create the idea that there's only a certain amount of things, that's going to create fear. So how do you do that? Well, you create the monetary system. The monetary system says there's only a certain amount of this. There's only a certain amount of money, and you guys are going to now have to compete to get it. So instead of a society that you imagined, the society where everyone is equal and everyone has enough and everyone shares and it's a beautiful world, now all these people think that there's not enough for everyone to go around, which is a lie. That is the lie that money creates, guys. There is enough for everyone. The top 1% are swimming in pools of money, while people in Africa, for instance, are starving to death. The reality is there's enough for everyone, but they've created this illusion of money. And the idea of money creates a finite thing. We're competing. So now, instead of us being equal, we're all competing to be better than the next person, because there's this fear that there's not going to be enough. And the people who decided that they wanted to be in control are governments. Guys, it's our government. Your government is setting forth the curriculum in schools to keep you inside your box, to keep you from questioning the government. And I don't just mean the U.S. government, I mean the idea of world governments. The whole idea is to create the illusion that there's not enough for everyone, that we gotta be competing. And what do we do when we compete? We all make money, we all make this illusion called money. And where does a third of it go? Where does a third of this money that you've worked for, that you've spent 50 years acquiring, where does it go? 30% of it goes to the government. The people who created this illusion, you're paying them to help further create this illusion, to help teach more kids to stay in their box, to not question things. Are you following me here, guys? This is a conspiracy. And it's a conspiracy perpetrated by the people in charge, the people you don't really see, you don't interact with, but they're there, manipulating the laws of the land that you live in. Teaching your kids, teaching you, not to question, not to think, not to unlock your right brain. Because if you unlock your right brain, you become a threat to the government. Think about that, guys. They don't want you to be threat. They want you to be complacent. They want you to go to work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, until you're dead. And all the while, you're going to be paying them to do it. You are paying them money for you to go to work and slave away in a job you most likely hate until the day you die. But the day you die is going to be a nice day because you've got a nice house and you've got a nice little lawn and a nice car and kids who obey the laws and rules that have been set forth to them because they're using their reptilian brain solely. It's a scary world we live in, guys. It's a scary world. It's been like this since the beginning. Since the beginning, humans have been ruled by greed. And this greed forces them to make other people feel inferior to them. You gotta wake up, guys. It's time to wake up. So what does this mean for you? This means that you can't go to school and think you're learning everything you need to know. No freaking way. No way. They're not gonna help you. Your parents are locked in this too, guys. Your parents are locked in this system. Your teachers are locked in this system. You're locked in this system unless you can figure out a way to get out of it. And the only way you can get out of it is by unlocking your creativity, your uniqueness. That right side of your brain is your connection to whatever is lying outside of this lie. You have to be creative. You have to use your mind. You have to dream. Your dreams and your imaginations are what make you so. That's your soul. Your soul is doing this dreaming. You have to feed it, guys. You have to feed it. You have to question your teachers at all times. Do not accept the status quo just because everyone else thinks that. Just because everyone else agrees on something doesn't mean it's true. Doesn't mean it's real. You have to question everything. Ask questions. Ask your teachers questions. Not ask them why. Why are we learning this? And they're going to say, oh, you need it for the future. Why? Keep asking why. Guys, you're not going to hear this from other places. I mean, I've connected with my right brain, so these things are like apparent to me now. Okay? I've gone through the system. I've been using my left brain like an idiot all my life. And I'm starting to use my right brain now, and Minecraft has helped unlock that. Guys, ideas like this are there's a lot of you that don't understand, and I feel like I'm in the minority here. I'm all alone in this idea. But it feels like an idea is like a candle. You know, I've lit this candle, and we're in a dark, dark cave, guys. The cave is school, is reality. It's the life we live is this dark cave. And it takes an idea like this one, a little candle to spark up the light. Now this tiny little idea will not light up that cave, guys. It won't. What needs to happen is someone needs to pick up that candle and put it in front of their face. And if you raise that candle up and put it in front of your face and walk forward, take that first step, that candle will take you through that long, dark cave. One step at a time. That little idea will light up the entire cave, but it takes someone to pick up that idea and walk with it. I need you guys to pick up this candle and walk, because society is in trouble. We need free-thinking, right-brained people. And we need you now. We need you now more than ever. So please, I'm telling you guys, be creative, be imaginative, always ask questions, never stop asking. I'm going to leave you with that, please. I need your help, guys. Light up that candle. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.